Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store. For all sorts of products, they have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Tonight, I am continuing the Vampire Hunter solo tutorial actual play campaign. If you haven't seen the other parts of this creepy endeavor, please check out the playlist in the description below. This is a card-driven solo RPG. I am playing as Max Brown, the inheritor of his uncle's mansion. His uncle died under very suspicious circumstances. And if you remember from the previous episode, Max thought that the priest Heinz was very suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. So, I have decided to carry out a little stakeout, no pun intended, to see what exactly is going on with the priest. His explanation about not going to help my dear uncle when he was getting attacked was very suspicious. Let me make some notes. I am also suspecting that the ancient Kruger family is involved. Kruger. As usual, I am going to make it as clear as possible when I am playing the role of Max and when I am coming up with the interpretation of the results. And so it begins. It is almost nighttime. As Max, I realize that it is almost the perfect time to carry out this takeout operation. I make my way to the pub to enjoy a quick meal. The meal is uneventful. As Max, I depart the pub and make my way towards the church, looking around for the perfect spot to carry out this surveillance. I draw 3 cards, considering the task as an easy check due to the cover of darkness. Using the search expertise, Max can spot a small slope just around the corner, considerably close to the church's graveyard. As Max, I approach the slope, duck as low as possible, resting on one knee. I turn on my lantern and shield it with my jacket, covering it as to not give too much away, too much light into the dark. I look around, searching for bushes or trees that could provide a better vantage point. I draw the difficulty, determining it as a medium difficulty test. Thanks to Max's well trained eyes as both an antiquarian and a wilderness explorer, he spots a pair of trees and shrubbery, providing the necessary vantage point. As Max, I move and take position behind the trees and shrubbery and pay close attention to the church. I draw to determine if the wait was long. After 3 hours, Max notices movement. Using the inspiration tables, I draw to determine the events. Domination, secrecy, under the cover of the night, the priest Hines steps out of the church, moving in a trance, as if dominated by invisible strings, giving the appearance of being pulled away from the church. As Max, I carefully follow Father Heights, keeping a safe distance as far away as possible without losing sight of the priest. I draw to determine where the priest is headed towards. Max can see Father Heinz walking like a marionette towards a warehouse. I draw to determine if the priest steps inside of the warehouse. As soon as the priest reaches the main entrance of the warehouse, the door opens. It is difficult for Max to see if someone opened the door for the priest or if the priest opened the door. But it gave the impression as if the doors were being opened by an invisible force. And the priest disappears inside of the warehouse. As Max, I pull out and prepare my revolver and carefully look around for a window, a hole, an open door that grants visibility into the warehouse. I draw to determine if such an element is present. Max spots a window just on top of a few wooden boxes. As Max, I attempt to climb on top of the wooden boxes, making as little noise as possible to look inside of the warehouse through the window. I draw to determine the difficulty of the task, just counting it as normal difficulty. Due to his significant skill as a climber, Max is able to accomplish that. Through the window into the warehouse, Max obtains a good view of the central area. I draw to determine what Max is seeing using the inspiration tables. Locked, unlocked. Sacrifice. Max can see a small trapdoor next to a few barrels and wooden boxes. The priest approaches the trapdoor and it opens by itself. From this angle, it appears as if the trapdoor is opening on its own, and a scream can be heard coming from the trapdoor. I try to determine if the scream is of a man or a woman. It is undoubtedly the sound of a woman screaming. As Max, I descend from the wooden boxes next to the window and rush as stealthily as possible to the main entrance of the warehouse and verify if it is locked or open. I try to determine if the door has been left unlocked. Max easily swings the door inwards into the structure, and access is provided. As Max, I take a deep breath, making sure that my revolver is firmly under the grasp of my right hand, taking my lantern with the left hand. I walk stealthily and begin my descent through the trapdoor on the floor. And this concludes the session for today. Whoa, that was creepy. Like, I don't know exactly what is going on. It looks like the priest is obviously, based on the results, under some sort of control. It makes me think that perhaps he was entranced during the night when my uncle got killed. Now, what really worries me, is that I have already heard the sound of a woman down there. And I was thinking, no, it's too risky, right? Go and get some help. But what if time is of the essence and something is going to happen to that woman? But I have no clue, no idea how to defeat this creature, this entity, whatever it is, right? We know because this is the Vampire Hunter RPG. There are supposed to be vampires, but maybe there are cultists, right? And we can take care of a few cultists, hopefully, and maybe rescue the victim. What if the victim is being killed? Let's see how we fare. Wow, when you actually roleplay, when you're not like, let's see what is going to happen. Whoa ho ho! Oh, what could this be? Oh, I wonder. Is there any? Is there? Can I? No. When you actually roleplay, describing your actions in the present, in the now, and for horror games in first person, it is highly advisable. You could do it in third person, but if you really want to feel the horror, I would recommend first person. You really feel there, like you are there. So intense. Wow, I got really nervous. I hope my character doesn't get killed. Thank you for watching this part of the solo tutorial actual play. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.